Hello everyone and welcome to Paper and Moose. Today is a catching up on the adventures of Paper and Moose / mail day. So I hope that you join me, make yourself a pot of coffee, a cup of tea, or whatever other beverage you fancy. Settle down and let's see what treasures have arrived in the mail. So thank you to everyone for joining me. I thought I'd give you a little update on the eviction house clean out because we're done. It's finished. It's clean. I was not going around there with like a shop vac and suctioning up all of that stuff on the floor. There's no way. It took us probably about 11 days to complete the house, and we heard from the client who manages the house for the landlord. Initially, he had told us that they were going to be gutting the home. And when they gave us the check, he told us that they're actually going to be tearing the house down. And so Tony, said to me, he's like, it's kind of, if they were doing that, like they didn't have to have it cleaned out. They could have just had a bulldozer come in there but hey, we're not complaining. Maybe initially they had thought they'd be able to just gut it, renovate it, and put it back on the market. But perhaps once we removed all the items and they could see what actual work and what money would be involved in bringing that place up to code, renovating it, they were just like, forget it, bulldoze it. Which is a shame because there are a lot of nice pieces, architectural pieces in there. The mantles, the front door was amazing. Again, I did not show the beams you could see in the basement, like they were so thick. So it was an older farmhouse, probably built in the late 1800s, I'm going to say. And it is a shame, if that house would have been maintained, it could have been gutted and renovated to be beautiful once again, but instead it's going to be bulldozed. But at least we were able to go in there and salvage what could still be sold. A lot of it was the fishing and hunting gear that sold quickly at the flea market. Clothing, again, we donated the majority of it. Those that were pretty bad, with the mouse and rat droppings, those just somewhere else. And then there were the closet that I cleaned out, the vintage clothing, we sold that to a vintage clothing buyer. So we were able to save a lot of items from the home, which if it was bulldozed wouldn't have been saved. So that was a plus. We are waiting to hear about 2 other possible jobs. Sometimes it happens like that. You're told, oh, these people, they're moving, they're so-and-so passed away, they inherited this property, they want the stuff out, and then you go for weeks or a month and you hear nothing. And usually when that happens, we get some random call from some other random person that heard about us from someone, and then we go work on that job. So fingers crossed, hopefully there are a little less rodents and perhaps a bit more items that I love. It's like we've come so close to, that house was so close to an 80s and 90s, I think, treasure trove. I found items that I had when I was little, like the New Kids on the Block, pajamas, and some other 80s and 90s. So if they would have just kept really good 80s and 90s stuff, that would have been amazing. Perhaps that's going to come in the future, an 80s house. Please. Anyway, so that's an update on that. Besides that, I have been enjoying being at home and catching up on other things because that job, we were there every day, well, except weekends. And, weekends I have family things I have to do, grocery shopping, etc. Because, you wake up, you go to that house, you come home, you shower immediately. You're washing your clothes every single day when you get home. And I didn't really feel like or have time to travel out to a thrift store, a good one at least. And so that house provided my content for 2 weeks. Hope you all enjoyed. So I've been catching up on other things, doing a lot of paper sorting, going through that, and just trying to be a bit more organized for this year. But enough of that. I think that's all I have to catch up on. I have a few events coming up, events as in auctions, sales, etc. So I will be going to those. We'll see what treasures we can find there. And then of course you'll be all coming with me. But I've jibber jabbered for way too long. Let's get to the mail. I have 4 packages today. This one is from Pennsylvania. Found in a storage unit in Lackawanna. Oh cool, this is from Jim. Souvenir folder of Jamaica. Have never been to Jamaica. Jamaica me crazy. I think that's on a lot of their older souvenir shirts. But I've never been to Jamaica, but I can certainly travel there through a postcard. Greetings from Sam. Care of Cookie. Huh. These were great. Just great to send. Perfect to, you know, show your family where you've been, and simple to ship and mail. Awesome. I like to find postcards of a storage unit. And then look at the old video games. Oh, wow. The Atari video computer system catalog. I grew up first on Atari. I absolutely loved Pac-Man. Let's see, we have Missile Command, no, Space Invaders. I loved, there was a Superman Atari game. I played my cousin's Atari because I did not have one. So Pitfall, that was another great one. And then the Smurf Atari game, the E.T. Atari game, the Strawberry Shortcake Atari game, which was, I think they had it just to please me. Because when I was younger, my cousins, they were boys. So they had mostly, you know, boy games. So the Strawberry Shortcake one was just so that I had a game to play. But all I remember was you had to match stuff. Like you matched their outfits. The Smurf game was amazing. We played it, I don't know how many years ago. And we couldn't even get the Smurf to like jump over a rock. It was so bad. The E.T., yeah, it's E.T. Atari. I would love to play that again. I've never even heard of half these. We have Slot Racers, Canyon Bomber, Basketball, Warlords. I would love to play Atari again. Make it official. Join the Atari Game Club. Oh, wow. Then you can buy, oh, the paddles with the knob. Oh, that was great. Yeah, never knew there was a Superman Atari game. Wonder how that much is, what that's worth. Interesting. Well, thank you so much, Jim, for sending these to me, and good luck on any future storage units. I was a hopeful bidder on a few storage units in my area, and then prices just were, I mean, honestly, I couldn't believe it. There was one person that was bidding. They must be new to this whole thing, because I think they probably won over maybe at least 8 units. And some of those units were just filled with garbage, like legitimate garbage, like a trashed couch, you know, leather, and it's all shredded. You can see it's in awful condition, and a wastebasket. Why would you bid on that? So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next go round if they are bidding again, because you can get banned from online bidding. And this person, I don't know, but I've been on 3 units. I was outbid on every single one of them. There's always next time, right? This is from, let's see, it's a little card. We have, ooh. Well, first we have, there's a little newspaper article. Celebrated boar raised millions during World War II. Hereford hog King Neptune raised 19 million in war bonds and numerous auctions. We're gonna have to look that up. I've never heard of him. They even had a funeral for the pig. Aw. And then we have this, Alice in Wonderland. It's a little booklet. So this is the, I'm just gonna call this as the double VHS tape of Alice in Wonderland. Sammy Davis Jr. was in it. I'm trying to think, oh, I forget the other lady's name. So it was, I think it's Carol Channing. Yeah, Carol Channing as the White Queen. So I found the list of the actors. because I only remember Sammy Davis Jr. But there's Carol Channing as the White Queen. Sally Struthers as Tiger Lily. That's right. I remember her now. Let's see. Merv Griffith. John Stamos as the Messenger. What? I'm gonna have to watch this again. I don't remember him in there. Lloyd Bridges as the White Knight. Scott Baio. Oh my gosh, he was Pat the Pig. Yeah, Sammy Davis Jr. was a caterpillar. I remember that. Ringo Starr as Mock Turtle. That's right. He was a great Mock Turtle. So, pretty sure this was produced in the 80s. 1985, this was copyrighted. But yes, I remember this so vividly. I still have the double VHS. Great, great production of Alice in Wonderland. Well, thank you so much. Now I have a little pig to research and then add this to my collection of Alice, which is perfect because I've never seen this, and I think there's a lot that doesn't come up about this production of Alice in Wonderland. So thanks so much. This is from our friend Laura out in Roseburg, Oregon. Ooh, we have some bias trim. Perfect for when I make those junk journals, which I'm putting paper together now. Let's see what Laura says. Hi Renee, just a few items from my stash. Sure, I have more hiding around here, but can't locate them at the moment. Best ones are the Christmas postcards I recently found. Enjoy, Laura. Laura, we all have things hiding around that we can't find at the moment. Aw, these are so cute. These are very, I want to say like 70s-ish with the bright colors, late 60s, early 70s. I love them. And they have your little greeting on the back. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Still suitable for sending. Oh. And we have, of course, this great Disney postcard. Daffy Duck, oh my gosh, he's so fun. And then Disney's Boardwalk Resort. I did venture there. I went there several years ago when we were at Disney just to walk around. I think I might still like the Wildwood Boardwalk better. Don't tell Disney World that, but yes, that's great. It is a nice place to go, walk around, get an ice cream, and feel you are at the beach while you are at Disney. So thank you so much, Laura, for sending these little items. I really do like the Christmas postcards too. I should probably put them in my stash of Christmas cards, and perhaps I can use these when I mail them out next year. Last but not least, this is from Carol in Fredericksburg, Virginia. What is that? Is that an eye chart? It's a bag. Is there a card? All right, I don't want to look at that stuff yet. Oh, wow. Nickels and Dime, the story of F.W. Woolworth. That's great. A crazy idea, people said it can't last, but Woolworths 5 and 10 did last. Oh, wow. When was this published? This is 1975. Originally, it was 1954. I remember the Woolworth in Phillipsburg. It was in the Hillcrest Mall, and it had the little, diner inside with the red, like that red glitter speckled chair. It had the bar area, and it was great. Like, it was just a great store to go to. I miss that. This is gonna be great to read. Awesome. What should I open? Is there a card? I don't know. So we have a stocking with a little moose on it, or a deer. We're just gonna say it's a moose. Maybe we should, there's a card in here. I made this just for fun. Oh, here's a card. Oh, with a bison on it. Dear Renee or Pam, I saw the umbrella at the thrift store and I know you should have it. The t-shirt is just a fun t-shirt. I read the book about Woolworth. How inspiring. Good, I need some inspiration. Hope you like everything. Have fun, Carol. So let's see what she made. Looks like it has to do with tea. So we have, it's tea with disposable. So it's an ad. Looks like just some tea. Oh, it's like, so there's flowers, and then you have like a teapot almost, and then it's a mask with disposable gloves. I know all about that life. Every day for 11 days. So let's see. There's an umbrella? That's a bag. I saw the umbrella. Huh. Maybe it's in the bag? All right, we'll look at the bag last. Let's look at the t-shirt. Timeless. It says Ron. Oh, I know this name. Ron Hoodie and the Centaurs. I know it's a band. I'm probably pronouncing that so wrong. And then we have this, which is also Barnes & Noble bag. Oh, that's why I recognized it. Book Love. Yes, yes, yes. They always have nice bags at Barnes & Noble's. And this looks like a rather nice one too that I can now take to Barnes & Noble. I really want to get there. And I used to go to Barnes & Noble all the time just to sit, do work, read, drink tea. And it was nice to get out of the house into a different atmosphere and do work. So I think I'm going to have to do that as well. But then you get distracted because there are all these books, and then you want to look at the books and the magazines. But this is great. Well, thank you so much, Carol. I'm going to definitely enjoy reading about Mr. Woolworth here, and then perhaps I will be just as inspired as you were. Should be really interesting. I mean, it's history behind the paper, of which I will have a new history behind the paper video coming up in probably the next couple of days. I was inspired by some ads that I kept seeing when I was doing one of my newspaper advertisement videos, so I hope you enjoy that. It's always neat to see what old ads were in the paper and then who the people actually were. So thank you to everyone for all of these lovely treasures in the mail. Plenty more mail videos to come. The rest of my day, I'm going to do some work, then I have a dentist appointment, and then I have another appointment, and then come back home and get more work done. I hope that you all have a fantastic day. If you are out and about, safe travels, whatever the weather may be where you are, and more adventures to come. Like I said, hopefully some auctions will be coming up. This time of year where I live, auctions can be pretty slow, or at least the auctions that I attend. And then I think a few sales, hopefully some storage units will arise, and then hopefully a really good clean out. So stay tuned for all those possible adventures. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you all next time for the next adventure here at Paper and Moose.